everyone, it's QueenEmmaDawn and welcome back to a brand new Sims 4 house building video. This is part 2 of the celebrity garden modern mansion. I still have not really decided on a name for it, so whatever you see in the title or the thumbnail is what we ended up going with. So I don't know at the time of recording, but I think I'm gonna call it like Celebrity Modern Garden, or maybe Celebrity Garden. No, that doesn't imply it's not a garden. I don't know. It'll be something. I'll come up with something. So yeah, this is part 2 of the build. And I had a lot of fun building this house. Like, it turned out so much better than I could have expected. Like, after I moved it over to Strangerville and started adding the extension on, like, the build just took off. Like, it just became a whole other thing. You know, it was originally just supposed to be this, like, kind of smaller house with this big window feature, and then that was going to be it. And then now here we are with a huge bedroom, walk-in closet, ensuite, arts room, a whole apartment in the basement. Like, and this whole build just completely took off on its own. And I honestly couldn't be happier about it because I think it really suits it. And I think this build definitely turned out way better than it was originally supposed to be. And that's a good thing. So yeah, so I added this little extension on to the house. You can see here that I'm building. It's a bedroom. It's kind of open concept. Like, you walk in and then there's just the bed and there's this wall, and then behind the wall is the closet. So it's kind of a small sort of closet space, but I like to imagine that it's maybe like a little bit bigger than what it is in the game. So it's also a little bit, listen, there's not a lot of privacy in this house, okay? It's a little open concept on all fronts. Like, you've got these huge big windows for the bedroom overlooking the garden, and then your changing area is literally like behind a wall, but the wall has mirrors on it. So there's like no way you're changing with like in complete privacy. So that's something to watch out for. But I mean, this lot is kind of supposed to be like, ooh, rich house, right? The people who moved in here are like super famous. The Sims that I put in, they're like top-notch famous people, and they can afford this type of place to live in. So I feel like you wouldn't have any nearby neighbors. And I mean, to be honest, there really are no nearby neighbors. Like, you can see one house off to like the coast on the other side, and then there's one house behind this house, but like looking out over Strangerville and like the desert, there's no one to see you. Like, there's no houses around. So in terms of privacy, you know, we're good. We can comfortably change our clothes without freaking out and ducking behind a corner of the wall, which I definitely have not done before. Listen, I live in an apartment that's kind of like this with a lot of windows, and there have been a couple of times it's been nighttime, the lights have been on, the curtains have been open, and I casually threw my shirt off, and I was like, oh, wait a second, I just flashed a city of like 1 million people. Maybe not the best idea. I ducked under my bed for that moment and threw my shirt back on. And then I turned the light off before I stood up again because I was too embarrassed. Because I was like, oh, maybe someone saw me. I am an interesting person. Yikes. So this house is three bedroom, and they're all kind of like adult bedrooms. So there's no, like, if you want to have like a child, I'd recommend converting the skill building room into like a nursery or a children's bedroom, because otherwise there's like literally no other places for it. I suppose you could convert the upstairs library into a bedroom as well. That would work. There's a lot of open space here. Like, the second floor is exclusively for the master. I was trying to combine bathroom and master, then I ended up saying baster. The master bedroom and bathroom and it's kind of like a whole ensuite kind of thing. And then it's got the library, but that's it. Like that's the whole upper floor. The hot tub area of the garden is also up there, but I mean, it's kind of separate from the rest of the place. But yeah, I'm really happy. This skill building room right here, oh my god, it's so beautiful. Look at it. It's so gorgeous. I wish I had this in real life. Like just the slanted windows, not like really wide open. The way of like the layout of the room, just the way like it looks. There's so much like plant life in there, so it feels really like alive and really kind of it just feels so nice. This whole room, I just really like the whole vibe of it. Um, I am vibing with the room right now. Okay, let me have my moment. But yeah, I really like it. It's kind of cool too because you have the bubble blower and all these plants and stuff, and then you got that artist space so that like the painter of the house can have like natural light to paint in. And I thought I put that couch there for when the painter maybe was painting like portraits or like people and stuff like that, so you could like have them lounge on the chair and then look and paint. I'm getting real Titanic vibes from it, to be honest. But I mean, it works. It totally works. It was also really fun to put all these plants in. Like, I am not one for a lot of plants in my build. I usually just do like that row of bushes and a tree, but like actually having to decide all these plants and to like figure out like how it was going to look and then making it just like super like bushes and roses and tall trees and flowers, like it was just so much fun. I loved it. I like this little rock path too, although I kind of wish the sand matched the other sand. Like that little like gravel spray doesn't there's no swatch that actually matches it, so I had to kind of find one that looked similar. I did find that one that did look really similar, but I ended up going with this one that was kind of sand in texture just because I felt that fit the desert vibe a little bit better, and it was also closer in like color, like shade wise, whereas the other one just kind of looked like it but was off in color and shade. So yeah, putting the plants in by the hot tub. Oh my god, dude, the views from the hot tub are gorgeous. Because you get this like open desert and you can see all of it from the hot tub. It's so beautiful. I mean, look at that shot right there. Isn't that gorgeous? Just all the plants. This is, honestly, I think this is my dream house. Like, I would love to live here. I'd have a really difficult time deciding which bedroom I want to use, though. I don't know which bedroom I would want. Because, like, there's the first floor option, but I don't know if I would like. you know what? I think I would go with the second floor bedroom. I think I would go with the second floor bedroom for my personal tastes. I definitely, if I definitely would also sleep in the first floor bedroom, but I think just the layout of it isn't quite what I'd be looking for. I love this house. I also love the basement part too. You guys will get to see that coming up pretty soon, but the basement building part was awesome. Oh, I built a house really similar to the basement, off camera, and it was about 2 months ago, maybe 3. It was a while ago. I hadn't built in a while, and I just kind of was messing around, and then this house took on the mind of its own. So I think I'll do a review video of it because it's really beautiful. It's on my gallery. It's under the title Bedlington Boathouse. I didn't bother changing the lot name, so it's from Cats and Dogs in Brindleton Bay. And yeah, it's just like a really cool kind of quirky house. So, oh, here we are building the master bedroom, the second floor one. Yes, I know the bed is off center. It gets changed in a moment. Don't panic. It gets fixed. To be fair, I had to either line it up with the fireplace or the windows. They didn't match both. So I ended up changing the bed to the windows because I thought it just kind of matched up a little bit better. And put a little bench in. There's that cool that Get Famous stereo that's like in the cabinet. So it's like it's probably like a record player, I would assume. with that style. Oh, I love the look of it. There's the upstairs library. Oh, it's so nice. It's great. So I came back actually after building, and I figured the outside was a little bit plain. I think we're on a different day now. And I found this cool little like cement archway, and I was like, oh, that's so neat. I thought, oh, I'll put a little planter in it, but I wanted to do a pond. I had tried to do a pond earlier in the build and it just didn't work, but this ended up being like the perfect spot for it. And I was like, oh, you know what rich people have? They have like ponds with flowers and like architecture that like no one can go inside of, but that you can actually view from like your front door. And I was like, we're adding that in. We are so adding that like pond feature in, and it looks really good. I think I like it. It doesn't serve a purpose, but it looks cool. So I think it definitely turned out a lot better than I was thinking it would. Because at first I was just messing around and I was like, oh, yeah, let's play around with this, and then that happened and I was like, oh, nice. Like that's looking good. The only thing I don't like though is that because of the pond, it technically is in the basement. So like when you go onto like the gallery and look at the build, the basement has this like, it's so zoomed out because it's trying to include the pond in the basement, and they're kind of far away from each other. So it does ruin the basement screenshot a little bit, but you can still see like what you need to and stuff. Okay, so this basement apartment here was actually inspired by another YouTuber. Their name is Beck, and he's a dancer, and I can't remember when it was. At some point, he posted like a transition timeline video, but it was like dance version, and it was really cool. I remember watching it, and I was like, oh, I love this whole video. And he has this like dance studio that's kind of not like cluttered, but it kind of looks like maybe like a garage converted into like a dance floor or something. Anyways, the vibes that the video gave off, I'm like, oh, you know what? I love this so much. And so this whole bedroom here with the dance studio was inspired by that kind of, just that like video, because it was, I don't know, I watched it and I was just like, I love it. I think I've seen the video like at least 15 times. It's a little excessive, but it sort of inspired me to build this, and I was just like, you know what, this is going to be so good. And the sim who lives down here isn't transgender, but they are non-binary, so I wanted to make them, I wanted to make sure that they were both neither male nor female, because I didn't want to specify like which gender the sim was. And also, like, I myself partly identify as non-binary, so it's like I wanted to put my influence into it as well, because like the dance video and the transition timeline definitely inspired me, but I didn't want it to be like just about that, because it I don't know, it felt weird to like exclusively put that as like an inspiration for the build, and I wanted to make it a little bit different and add my own take on the decoration of the apartment. Also partly because before building this basement, I had been building that house that I was talking about earlier in the video, where the Bedlington Boathouse, where I did this like really cluttered, artsy, like I think every item from Movie Hangout is used in the build. Like it's excessive, and it really was like, I love that vibe. I had so much fun because I had never built a house like as cluttered and colorful and crazy as that one house, and I just had so much fun doing it. Like I couldn't stop building in it. I was so sad when I like basically put everything I could into it, and I was like, oh man, like it's over, it's done. Like there's nothing else to be decorated. But I had so much fun actually doing it, and so I kind of missed those like colorful vibes, and like the modern vibes are very monochrome and wood and clean and not much color. So this whole basement was just so much fun to build because I could just put all this stuff in, all this color. I could make it kind of wacky, make it unique, make it crazy. Like, I love doing it. It was so great. I did the typical de Ligorcy mismatched colored chairs, which were, I mean, they really suit the build. It was kind of difficult picking out which chairs to do, though, because even though this basement is like really colorful and really kind of all over the place, the chairs kind of still have to match, so that was a little bit difficult, but I think it turned out really good. I like the lighting in this place too. Ouch, kitty, my cat just clawed my leg. Thanks for that. Really helpful, Curious. Really helpful. Yeah, you're a very helpful kitty. Anyways, the lighting in this place is really nice. The basement specifically, because I used paper lanterns and I used hanging lights, and it just ended up looking really good. So yeah, I love this. I love it. I love the look of it. It's a lot of fun. All right, guys, I think, oh, wait. The ace flag. I was going to make a comment on that. So I was originally going to put a transgender flag in there, but I decided that because I wanted to keep the build sort of based around like myself, that sounds really arrogant. Yeah, so I identify partly as non-binary and gray ace, so like partly asexual, and yeah, I just kind of wanted to put that influence into the build. And also I really like the look of the ace flag. I think it just looks so nice. And yeah, I think also part of the problem was the transgender flag blended into the walls, because the transgender flag is like the yellow color is, I think, the exact same color as the yellow on the wallpaper, so it kind of just got lost in the look. And also that wall has that sort of like dotted kind of paint swatch look on it, and I'm pretty sure one of the reasons I didn't do the transgender flag was because it just got completely lost in the colors and you couldn't see it, whereas yellow and blues versus like black, white, and gray and purple, it's like, whoa, stark contrast. So partly a design choice, partly because of the fact that I wanted to put my own flag in the build. But you can put whatever flag you want in there. I don't really care. So you put what you want into the build, you know? Like, if you want to download this, put whatever flag you want, right? I just personally put in the ace flag. So yeah, anyways, guys, I'm going to leave this here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you, well, I suppose you would already have watched part 1, but if you want to go back and watch part 1, a ton of screenshots are coming up of the entire build, so enjoy those. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Make sure to click the subscribe button, and also go check out my Twitter at QueenEmmaDawnVA. I am very active over there, so come check out what I'm tweeting and stuff like that. Anyways, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye!